As usual, user submitted content here. Somebody posted this in the Discord, and I'm going to cover it. So this is on Twitter. Web3 gaming, basically blockchain, cryptocurrency gaming, NFTs, all that, fantastic chef's kiss content, will kick off the next bull run, aka line will go up with all our cryptocurrency and our dollary dues and our meme coins and all that good stuff. There are hundreds of Web3 games out there. True. Most will die. True. But these will thrive. I'll be the fucking judge of that one, brother. I'll tell you if they're going to thrive or not. Me. I am the law. So, Topia GG. Never heard of this one. By I Am Arc Dev. More capable than Minecraft itself. You fucking what? And runs on its own engine. Fantastic. He says, with the coming of the new NFT worlds on the horizon, I wanted to deep dive into why we believe there's a perfect storm brewing where NFT worlds NFT can become the next Minecraft. We already have Minecraft. Nobody in real gaming has beat it yet. Nobody's even come close to replacing Minecraft yet. But you think you're going to, with new technology involved? I don't know, I'd start a bit smaller, mate. I'd start a little bit smaller than beating the best. Although it's always good to, aim for the top, I'm going to say you're probably going to miss. Bless me. So here we go. This is it. It's worse Minecraft, but with NFTs in it. Right. Can we see some gameplay? Hello, is there any gameplay out there? NFT Worlds gameplay. So they've changed their name. Isn't this? It's just unrecognizable for Minecraft. What the? Except with NFTs. What? Why is this better? I don't understand. It was previously called NFT Worlds. I knew I remembered this from somewhere. That's why I just searched. I just searched the words NFT Worlds scam. Because scam will come up with pretty much anything. So NFT Worlds is the one that used to, as you can read here, this announcement sent shockwaves across unofficial NFT sites that were built around Minecraft, such as NFT World, and plenty more are expected to follow suit, such as Gridcraft. These systems are not allowed to use Minecraft resources or likeness going forward, so they will continue to drop in value. In response, NFT World wrote, we're working through this internally and have all hands on deck brainstorming solutions around the Minecraft EULA changes, as well as outright pivots for the NFT World's ecosystem and team if necessary. So they went from being just servers in Minecraft and selling NFTs to we're just going to make a game better than Minecraft. Yeah, I'll pass on that one, guy. So that one is a firm no from me. Pixelmon. Where do we start with Pixelmon? My last video about Pixelmon got demonetized because when they released the Pixelmon, they made some that just looked like pixelated penises. And they also made... I better just show you. Obviously, they would... I still can't look at this without fucking smiling. Obviously, when they were teasing Pixelmon originally, they sold out, and it was something like $70 million that they raised. And then this was like the NFTs that they got. This was a Pixelmon. This one was called Kevin. This one, I don't know what you're calling that one. Dumb as fuck. But then again, that's the name of people who bought them. As you can see here, some of them didn't even render. They were just blobs in the ground. And then what happened was the founder came out and was like, yeah, about that, we fucked up, didn't we? And then people started coming out like, oh, we were working on Fiverr and there is no real team. And then the founder, who wasn't doxed, which is just a fancy way of saying nobody knew who the fuck he was, came out and said, this is me. And he was like a 20-something-year-old kid from, I think, New Zealand, if I remember rightly. And he'd just raised $70 million off something he'd started a couple of weeks ago and clearly was not going to be able to deliver. And then he like pawned off the project onto some other people, and I've not followed it since then. I think the people he pawned it off to, prior to them getting access to it, like swept the floor, which basically means buying all the lowest value NFTs. And then the announcement came out like, oh, there's new actual legit people in charge of this now. Is weird in and of itself, but apparently this is the game now. Early preview, Borg showing off its moves in the arena. Yeah. So a tiny little area of gameplay with a little animal running around hitting things. Yeah, the future's here. The Treeverse. I actually made a video about this before and it got some people really fucking upset. So I'm just basically going to repeat what I said before. I googled the Treeverse and there was gameplay of somebody walking around in something that looked like a really old like Tibia style MMO from like 15-20 years ago. And I said, if this is the future, it's just not, is it? It's the past. It's something we're going back to. And then people linked me this gameplay, and I just said it looks like pretty much any game you could download on mobile, which it does. Which I'm not saying is not a good game. I'm just saying that if you're presenting this as the future, I'm going to have to see a lot more than like gameplay from mobiles. Because it doesn't look like a bad game. It's just obviously somebody who's been playing PC games for the last 20-something years. I'm not going to look at this and be like, yep, this is the future. This is going to kick off the bull run in cryptocurrency, and everyone's going to be playing this instead of traditional games that people have already been playing for a real long time. Because while they do say game is under heavy development, not final, why would you play this over Diablo 4 or Path of Exile or, you know, any number of PC games? I don't understand why this is the concept. But I do know this Loopify dude is like legit in cryptocurrency, so I don't think... By the way, me saying anything against these games is purely looking at them based on the game, unless I have some kind of prior knowledge about the person involved or the project involved being a little bit sketchy or doing something weird, which unfortunately is most of them. I'm never saying this is a scam or anything. I'm just saying it doesn't look like a game that I would say is the future in any way. So yeah, I don't know on that one, brother. The Pixelverse, a broader universe of pixel pets. It's a strategic pet battler game similar to Pokemon, Digimon, etc. So here we go, a little bit of gameplay. Doesn't strike me as a very nice looking graphics in general. Doesn't really show much of anything. Nothing to really look at there. I don't know why you're propping this one up as being like the next one, but maybe I'm missing something. Obviously, you also have to understand I'm looking at these literally first impression, my eyes, what I can see, and giving you what I think. I've not like read their fucking white paper. I also don't care about your white paper. I literally couldn't care less. I want to see what you've got, and then I'll make a determination based on what I can see. Not me reading a bunch of stuff and then hoping for some kind of sunk cost on some hopium or copium or something. Illuvium. Now, this one I have a little bit of experience with because I made a video reacting to their gameplay trailer originally, and I said most of it wasn't gameplay, which it wasn't. It was just like a typical trailer that any AAA game dev would release, where it's just showing you a character walking through an area with music and like nice stunning backdrops and stuff like that. And I said most of it wasn't gameplay. And then the community got quite upset that I said something that is objectively true is true. And then the founders tweeted at me and we had a back and forth and it wasn't very pleasant. But I've since spoke to them behind the scenes and I've seen people playing the game. And I think of all the crypto games I've seen, Illuvium probably looks like the one that is the closest to an actual AAA product that has something available right now. Whether or not it's something I'd play, I don't know, because I don't really like this genre in the first place. It's kind of like a mix between an overworld where you can run around and do stuff, and then you go into like a TFT sort of like battle arena where you have pets and you're fighting against other pets, and then presumably they're going to have like PvP and all that good stuff. But then obviously there's like the NFT ownership, and I think there's like land ownership as well. I don't really follow it. But of all the projects, I'd say this one, in terms of like what you can actually see and what people have already played, it probably looks like the one that's the most cohesive actual game. So there we go. My Pet Hooligan is combining blockchain and AI. Cool, we've got all the buzzwords. A free-to-play immersive and open world game. There's a reason Hooli is single, he's bad with dates. I mean, this actually looks like a cool game that I'd see on Steam Early Access and be like, oh yeah, maybe I'll give that one a look. It seems a little bit quirky, seems a little bit cool. Not sure exactly where the like Web3 stuff comes in. Like, this just looks like a single player game. Why would this need blockchain anything related to it? I don't get it. Unless, I guess, this is multiplayer. It looks, maybe it's like a looter-shooter co-op or something. I can just look, I guess. mypethooligan.com. Social minigames, fully immersive social action game where players can compete, hang out, play minigames, and create content in multiple game modes. So I guess it is online. MyPayHooligan fully integrated with a number of emerging technologies, allowing for an enhanced gameplay experience and ownership of digital assets. I just personally don't really care about that all too much. I understand that that then makes me not the target audience for this stuff. Just in my daily life, I don't think there's many things I care less about than owning my digital assets in every game. You know, when I care about owning my digital assets, when it's a game I'm going to play for the next 10 years, or it's on an ecosystem of games I'm going to play for the next 10 years. Like, I care about owning my Dota collectibles because Dota's been around for a long time and I know it's going to be around for a long time to come. I care about owning my Counter-Strike collectibles because I know it's been around for a long time and I know it's going to be around for a long time to come. Do I care about insert AAA game I bought 6 months ago, played for a month, and pretty much nobody plays it anymore? No, so it doesn't fit. This is kind of my problem with the whole space, is that you're kind of doing the whole thing backwards, because it's like when companies try to build a game for esports. What typically happens is game is built, people enjoy it, and then the people build an esport around it, like what happened with every single esport ever, other than Overwatch, and obviously Fortnite, which are not good esports. They haven't taken off at all. When you manufacture something to fit a mold, you're missing the crucial elements that made the thing be able to do that in the first place. Saying that you're going to make a game that's going to last years to the point where people are going to care about owning stuff in it is just kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like saying, I will make a game that will be the most successful ever. Cool, I guess, good luck. You're going to fail 99 times out of 100, 99.9 times out of 100, probably 9,999 times out of 10,000 you're going to fail. So when the entire premise of all of this is based on that, because again, nobody cares about owning stuff in games they're not going to play for a real long time, that they know they can come back to, that they know the stuff's going to maintain value because the game's going to continue to evolve, it's continued to gain players to give the things value in the first place. Nobody's going to care generally. Next one is Valera Studios is making Valera, a free-to-play real-time strategy game like Clash of Clans, mixed with Pokemon-like IP. So again, I'm obviously just going to look at stuff like this and say, if I wanted to play mobile games, there's so many out there already, I could simply do that without the blockchain. I don't know which would be worse monetized, of course, because mobile games are monetized like complete dog shit. But obviously in a game where there's competition and then the things are going to be worth more money, because of course they are, when there's ownership involved and you can trade them. I don't even know which one's going to be monetized worse. And you can make the argument, yeah, but you spend more money on these, but then you can sell them for more money after. Cool. Or I could just not play it because it looks like a mobile game. There we go. The Fabled. This is a free-to-play Souls-like RPG, right? So what do you need blockchain for? New dark fantasy experience with brutal combat and an evolving world. So this is firmly in the camp of, Mom, can we have Dark Souls? But we've got Dark Souls at home. And then this is Dark Souls at home. In fact, this might not even be Dark Souls at home. This might be Dark Souls that's homeless. It just looks very, very amateurish. Obviously, it's an alpha build looking at this. Cool cutscenes, though. I don't think you have to do a lot right, to be honest, to make a Souls game, as long as the combat and the enemy design is cool and the world is decent. But I will ask the question again, what do you need? Where does blockchain enter in a free-to-play Souls-like RPG? Because I assume that if it's Souls-like, it's going to be single-player. So what are you buying? Characters or something? I don't know, man. I'll look on the website just so I can answer the question, because I am legit curious, because I don't know. I sincerely don't know what you need. Why would you need NFTs in this? It doesn't really say. It just says powerful characters. Each character in the Fabled has its own unique stats and abilities. Powerful enemies will require the proper setup. Powerful mounts take to the skies on the backs of beasts and dragons, while you'll face new challenges and enemies to overcome. Everyone in gaming pushed back when the games like Assassin's Creed were trying to sell people experience boosts and crafting materials to get stronger. So I just don't understand who this is for. Maybe I'm not understanding. We'll look at the white paper, I guess. So throughout the time in Fabled, you'll be able to collect rare weapons, artifacts, and level up your characters. Players will have the opportunity to mint these assets onto the blockchain using Abyss if they choose, where they will unlock the ability to trade, sell, buy, rent other assets among each other, as well as attain exclusive items only through the market. Using the Abyss tokens, players will be able to greatly increase the power of their characters by leveling them up, imbuing them with power of the Abyss. The Abyss gives players the possibility to monetize their time in game. So this is dog shit. I'm just going to tell you right now, I've been pretty milquetoast with my opinions on all the stuff in this video because I'm going in with an open mind and I'm trying to be completely fair. This is dog shit. I don't care what anybody says. You will never convince me otherwise. Of all the things I've looked at on this list so far, this is pure, actual, I think I'll upgrade it. It's not dog shit, it's human shit. This is an awful, awful game idea. It's a Souls-like game, which literally Souls games are played because they're hard and because there's achievement in doing them. And then you're going to be able to just buy power in the game and buy weapons and characters and armor and make yourself more powerful. That is fucking garbage. Who's playing this? Because I guarantee you Souls fans are never going to touch this. They will laugh in your face. If you think Souls fans are going to play that, I've got news for you. So I don't know who's playing that. A single player game where you can literally buy power. No, that ain't it. If you think that's going to be successful, that makes your opinion incredibly suspect. Overworld play, player-driven, cross-platform, multiplayer RPG, explore, conquer, draft, own. Own these nuts. Cool. It's like an anime. Amazing. So that's it. That's all we got. Overworld, forge your destiny. So do we have some form of gameplay here? I'm scrolling. We're a month back. We have, as far as I can see, no gameplay. Is this gameplay? No. It's just another Nothing Burger trailer. And then that's it. That's all of their Twitter. Overworld Games. Let's take a look at their website. Forge your destiny. Am I too much of a boomer to interact with this website? Cool. The character moves when I move my... Right. Okay. Pass on that one, brother. How the fuck are you going to say something's going to be a game to stick around when there's... I don't get it. Well, the founder's tweeting about Pepe Coin, so off to a fucking winner there. Next. Oh Baby Games, an ultimate gaming universe with cross-game collectibles. Oh man, this is a nice art style for a game. I'm a big fan of this art style. Yeah. This could be a cool, fun game. And I don't want to use the term little, but it could be a cool, fun little game. By the look of it. It has a really nice aesthetic. It looks cool. It looks like mechanics from any like Metroidvania game. I'm sure people would enjoy this. Not, again, looking at that though, not exactly sure what being blockchain has to do with anything. And I do sincerely like the art style of pretty much everything on this Twitter page, but there's just not enough for me to... So it does look like they're just developing a bunch of games, and this is Worms basically, right? Baby Wassies. Just looks like Worms. Let's just go back in time and remake old games with cryptocurrency and NFTs. My favorite. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard for me to say anything because they don't just put front and center the things on Twitter. Like, you can't just open up most of these things Twitter and then just see like a pinned thing of gameplay. The guy who wrote this thread says, the metrics I've chosen to list these projects are vetted teams, active communities, mass appeal, future potential. If you know other Web3 game projects with such qualities, mention below, I'll do another thread. Yeah, to be fair, somebody here mentions play Big Time. I think Big Time's one of the games that it's probably doing one of the best in terms of the fact that they have people actually in the game, playing the game, enjoying the game. And it seems like they're doing most of the stuff in a fairly unobtrusive, like, acceptable way. Still not something I'm going to, like, go out of my way to get really excited to go and play or whatever. I'll just stick to playing normal games until something comes out. And like I say, for the space to take off, it only takes like one really good game that's better than all the games in the same genre as it in normal gaming, and then people are going to swap over and play it. All you really need for mass adoption of anything is for the product to be good enough, and so far that's not what we've got. And again, we are in early days of fucking crypto, blockchain gaming and things like that, if they continue, which I'm sure they will, because the money's been there to get them to the point where they can, and could definitely be there in the future. But for me, this list, other than, I'd say, Illuvium on here, it's all just kind of like, I don't know, bro. Maybe Treeverse, because it looks like they've got a game. The others I either know something about already, which immediately discounts them, or they just look like they don't need blockchain and it adds nothing. It makes it objectively worse. Or they've just got nothing really to show. So, yeah, I'd say Illuvium looks cool. Treeverse maybe if you're into mobile games. Maybe there's, because it's Treeverse, maybe there's a bunch of stuff on top of it that I'm just not seeing in this video, because I know that they were building like an overworld or whatever as well. I don't know that anything on this list is going to come out and basically take over traditional gaming, but Illuvium probably has the best chance based on actual visuals and what you can see that they've already done. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Just my opinion, of course, one man, one opinion. I'm looking for somebody to sell me on this and show me the future, because that's what people keep saying. Web3 is the future. I don't know why people can't just be content with Web3 gaming is the current, and some people are going to like it and some people are not going to like it. Probably a lot of people are not going to like it, but we'll be the current. In fact, not even the current. We're the past for now, with a bit of future tech in it, but maybe we'll get to the point where we're the future instead of just selling us these lofty promises of, oh, it's going to take over gaming. I think that's like a stupid fucking place to start, because I just don't see it happening with anything I've seen so far. But yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace out.